Gatekeeping was a topic of conversation. If you follow me over this previous weekend, and we had some back and forth, even with people that were you think are generally on my side for philosophically, excuse me. And there was some back and forth, and it all centered around a tweet.
All right, so what do we talk about? We got the Daniel Cherry situation. We got the Preston Poulter lawsuit that I haven't talked to you guys about. I don't think I've discussed it with you guys. Nick Rekieta spoke about it, EVS. Okay, Lombardi says, Eric July is one of my favorite YouTubers now. Thanks. Yeah, he's one of mine too. Pass Masterton says, you still own Comicsgate? I'm not officially. That's not. There are 2 lawsuits that I'm involved in right now, or I was involved in too. Let me see. All right, so let's talk about this for a little bit, and I can let you guys in. I couldn't talk about this when it was happening, but I can talk about it now, I guess, and let you guys know what's what. Oh, hold on a second. Maybe not. Let's get Eric July in here. Hello, Eric July. How are you?
My man. What's up, Ethan? How you doing? I'm doing good. I can't complain, man. Staying busy. Same old.
Yeah, it sounds like it. I am winning like I've never won before, Eric, and I think maybe some of your positive energy is rubbing off.
I love
it. You know, I was in the middle of a lawsuit. I was being sued by an actual cuckold, somebody who, and there are a few of those on. Cuckoldry seems to be popular on the internet. I didn't know that. I didn't realize there were cucks. I didn't realize that there were people who would make pornography of themselves, you know, being penetrated.
Yeah.
With by women usually.
It's weird.
It is weird, but I don't understand. But I've attracted the ire of one of these guys who I think confessed that he's angry at me.
So let me first set the scene. The person that I'm bringing on today, we've been connected on the libertarian scene, and you know he was actually, you know, we obviously met in those lines. However, once I found out that he was part of, you know, really that comic book culture, and when my YouTube, and it's funny because I know I want to be, you know, because I know this guy, like I know exactly who this. He's actually from out here where I'm at in Dallas, and like the fact that this whole thing started from an aspect, and it's the wackest shit. I've dealt with this you know, with my stuff as well, where someone gets irate at the idea that you have a platform. So today I'm joined by Preston Poulter of Pocket Jacks Comics,
because I remind him of his father, Eric. I can't even tell you how weird this is. A fellow named Preston Poulter has been obsessed with me now for about 4 years. But
I'm also looking at this from a fan's perspective, and this is something that I was a part of for other brands. So I want the sanctity of that fandom to be preserved. And that requires people that are in that fandom. If you catch bad actors, if you catch people particularly trying to poison the well, make them feel as uncomfortable as possible.
Oh, hi. You just caught me reading up on trademark law.
That's the best form of marketing, man, right? You put yourself out there. It's really the first step, right? You got to expose yourself, right? You got to expose yourself and put yourself out there. So again, chat, and you'll be seeing Preston come on a lot as well, just because, again, we're not only, you know, we're connected on the philosophical stuff, but we're connected because, again, he'll be helping out with the upcoming comic that I am going to write as well. So, but going into this next point, which is the part that I guess some of the guys took issue with, says, but I do have one request. Gatekeep the motherfuck out of it when you spot posers and lies acting in bad faith. Get them out.
In all fairness, you know, this is all about like cancel culture and all that. And since we have, you know, 2 guys that have been in the spotlight, Liam and Preston. You know, Liam, you struck Mike Miller's channel and Nasser's channel. Some people would say that's cancel culture. Preston, you famously went after Cecil's book Just, what do you have to say for yourselves?
I'm more or less a believer in cancel culture at this point, and the worst is yet to come.
Wow. All right. We got Lex Luthor with us. We got Lex Luthor
You're
with us.
pure evil.
Yeah.
You're
All
pure
right.
evil.
I don't see why cancel culture necessarily makes you pure evil, but fair enough.
You'll see him a lot on here as well, guys. And just because, again, he'll be working with me for a person will be working with me on the comic that I plan to write.
And the worst is yet to come.
The other thing that he did was he collaborated with another gentleman who was into, apparently this gentleman, according to what I've seen, okay, in my opinion, this guy is into lolicon, which is their cartoon depictions of young ladies who are not quite 18 years old in sexual situations. And this gentleman teamed up with Preston to present a book called Demonatrix and put the Comicsgate logo on it intentionally to rile me up.
Yeah.
The whole purpose of this was to rile me up. It was to go, we're going to take the word that has meant everything to your career. We're going to slime. We're going to piss all over it. We're going to associate it with lolicon and underage erotica. And I believe, in my opinion, that is what's going on. And I said, Comicsgate isn't going to do this. We are not going to allow this to happen. And I was hit with a defamation suit.
Regardless of age. Now, if a parent may own his child within the framework of non-aggression and runaway freedom, then he may also transfer that ownership to someone else. He may give the child out for adoption, or he may sell the rights to the child in a voluntary contract. In short, we must face the fact that the purely free society will have a flourishing free market in children. Superficially, this sounds monstrous and inhuman, but closer thought will reveal the superior humanism of such a market. For we must realize that there is a market for children now, but that since the government prohibits sale of children at a price, the parents may now only give their children away to a licensed adoption agency free of charge.
Colin 4486 again says, "Love your shirt, Rippa, but Friedman is better than Rothbard."
Oh, you're welcome to have the wrong opinion. And I say this as a guy that's a fan of obviously Friedman, but absolutely not. Absolutely not. They make it about them, and they're acting in specifically bad faith to attempt to poison the well. And all I said, my only request is that you should pay attention to that. Don't ignore it.
I haven't seen his project, but I'll tell you what. I'll tell you.
I
doesn't
have.
matter,
Eric.
Miss Eva.
You have,
I'm
Eric?
def-
Or you
Yeah,
have
I've
Ethan?
seen it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm bad with that. Cool. Does it look cool?
You'll see.